appreciate by the way you went on to speak on the various aspects of the topic, but I wanted you to be a little bit more elaborative. But it's all okay,
Mhm.
fine, I would say. Now, this topic is actually about how technology has actually come of age, how technology has grown over the last 1 century, I would say, or a few decades for that matter. Right? Technology has actually advanced by leaps and bounds. I would say it has grown, to a huge extent. From nowhere, we have actually come to a situation where every aspect of our lives has actually been impacted by by technology, right? Technology is not just in its standalone format right now. Technology has actually given, kind of rise to plenty of other avenues, opportunities, and it has created a whole new world of awareness as well as making our lives much easier, faster, quicker, right? There are different like I said, technology has is not just in its one single format. This technology has been divided into different ways. Like technology is being used in various segments of our lives, and I feel that there is no such segment, a professional segment, or which or functional segment for that matter, where technology is not really present. So technology seems to be present in each and every aspect of our lives, and it seems to be growing by every passing day. Now, when we talk about technology, we have to understand, in what sphere we are using technology, right? So it goes without saying, like I said, it in every sphere of our life, technology is actually present, whether you call it education, whether you call it information technology, those places where financial, transactions are done. All right. So, I mean, each and every aspect of life is actually touched by the concept of technology. Why was technology, kind of given a nod, and why so much of initiatives were taken to make our lives, technologized? I think it was because of plenty of reasons, right? Because of so many kind of changes happening all around, our tasks were becoming all the more complex, right? It was getting all the more complicated, right? With the growth of business, actually, I would say, in the business sphere, when we talk about technology in business sphere, tasks were becoming complex, business was actually growing, and globalization was happening, and globalization actually gave rise to so many avenues and opportunities. So in order to take care of these new opportunities that were actually coming towards us, it was necessary that we had enough, you can say, enough resources and enough tools to take these technologies head on, right? So yes, of course, technology is necessary now, and technology was actually one of the reasons why technology was actually, kind of introduced in our lives is that it is very fast, quick, and also I would say it is very effective and efficient, right? So these were the different reasons why technology was given such a huge priority, so much so that not just one aspect of our lives, but also each and every part of our life has become, kind of, part and parcel of technology, right? And you talk about financial transactions, you talk about, kind of non-financial transactions, you talk about education, you talk about business and non-business, aspects of our lives. I mean, everything nowadays, they are actually governed by technology, right? In the past, people used to, kind of stand in big queues to pay their bills, whether it was a telephone bill, electricity bills, or maybe any other associated, kind of bills that were supposed to be paid to the authorities. But nowadays, things have become so simplified that now they are actually able to pay and do this financial transaction through the online mode, right? So much so that if you talk about education, for instance, education, the one that we are having this online class is actually a gift of technology, right? So gone were those days when people used to think, how can a person sitting in Brazil, learn English language from an English tutor or from an English teacher in based in India? So now that gap has been weeded out, has been breached, and now we are becoming closer and closer, okay, in terms of communication, right? I would say telecommunication is another segment which has actually grown because of the introduction of technology, right? Um, and rockets are actually being kind of sent to the moon, all right? People are the astronauts are actually able to visit space now, and there is more safety and security nowadays, right? So all these actually, points out the fact that there is, a huge boom in the technology segment, and this technology is not just in its standalone format. It's just that technology is actually, kind of taking its root in other spheres as well, right? And education is just one of them, right? So it is going to grow in the coming days, and it has actually make our life easier, simple, and it has given opportunities to people in terms of earning their livelihood, making their life easier, and kind of, and I'm setting aside the difficulties that might one have, right? Because of lack of jobs for that matter. Freelancing has become possible now. Plenty of people are making their living through freelancing jobs. So this basically indicates that there is actually technology always in every aspect of our lives. Now, when we talk about, say, for instance, like I talked about, rather you also talked about social media, how has social media affected and impacted us? I think social media is also one of the products of technology, right? However, we need to understand that social media has to be always used with a lot of precaution and with a lot of caution in our heart and mind. It's only then we are going to kind of make the proper use of it, because if we do understand that technology is always making our lives better, easier, and faster, but there is the other side of the coin as well. The darker side is also there, right? If we are not able to use technology properly and we literally go on to misuse it, then of course there'll be a backlash, right? And the scams and the whatever ill doings and whatever wrongdoings happens on the internet, or if you talk about Facebook for that matter, right? Scamming is very, very common on Facebook. And I would say that unless you know some people genuinely, I think you should never ever try to accept any friend request. Shouldn't, never, right? It's dangerous, right? And because I feel that these are scamsters who are always trying to, scam you of your money. It can be any individual, and you never know that the person who is messaging you is really the person who he or she claims herself or himself to be. That means there is identity crisis, all right? Unless you know the person genuinely, you have met the person before, you were in contact, or you are in contact for the matter, right? So this is something which we need to figure out, right? So in this current situation, we have to show a lot of awareness, a lot of consciousness, and we have to take huge amount of precaution to ensure that we don't fall into the hands of kind of scamsters. We don't fall into the hands of kind of people who are trying to put you in or entrap you in some kind of kind of some kind of problem for that matter. And most of the times they do so for extorting money out of the people, these scamsters on social media, right? So whatever we write or type, or whatever we actually kind of talk, or whatever friend request from whoever the person is we are accepting, we have to know, we have to establish the genuineness of each and everything, of each and every person whom we are actually kind of trying to kind of make friends on Facebook, or on any other social media for that matter. We have to be 200% cautious about this, right? So it's important that we actually use technology for our welfare, for our growth, for our development, and not getting into the hands of those individuals who might actually put you in some kind of, or trap you in some kind of trouble for that matter. So this is the darker side of technology. I feel we have to take care of it, and also I feel that a lot of social medias are there where the comments of people are not really filtered properly, and they also go on to express their kind of sentiments, their thoughts and ideas without actually kind of editing it, and without actually kind of giving a second thought to it. Most of the times, what I find is that Facebook comments are extremely kind of notorious sometimes when it is intended to kind of create a question mark on the credibility of certain people, institutions, and community. Always, I feel that it actually shows the darker side of that social media, right? People do not actually kind of show any kind of sentiments, any kind of respect, any kind of consideration. They do not actually give to the other side before commenting. It's full of muck, I would say, right? Social media commenting that happens. Okay. And hence, I feel that there is an urgent need to filter the comments of people who are expressing their thoughts and ideas. It's always democratic to express our thoughts and ideas. Freedom of speech and expression is there in every part of the world. But it doesn't really mean that we have to say anything under the roof. We have to understand what we have to say as an educated individual. But of course, we have to draw the line. We have to understand till what level and till where we have to go, right? So of course, muck is there, and this muck has to be cleared off, and filtering has to be done so that the kind of mesh that is there, that is actually cleared off, right? So I just figured out the darker side of social media, because I feel that you didn't actually talk about that. But otherwise, social media is actually a very effective mechanism through which you can promote your business, even through which you can actually promote yourself, through which you can actually let people know as to what exactly you're up to, and get your job done. So I mean, like a coin has got two sides. Okay, so every thing that we are dealing with, it has got the darker side and the better side as well. So we have to be very kind of uh, very sure about what exactly we want, and how we have to go about achieving our goals and objectives, right, Bruno? So that's what I can say and talk about today, Bruno, regarding technology and social media. If you have any further questions, or if you yourself want to put some points here, you can just come up with your points. You are at your liberty to talk about something which you have in your mind. Bruno?
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you very much, Tover. Indeed, you have elaborated with very good words when you talk about precautions. Precautions.
Absolutely.
Actually, it is exactly what we need in order to use any kind of technology, in special social media. All right, I think that's the main word we have to take into consideration. We have to pay attention to be very awarenesses on what we are using, what we are posting, and indeed what we are accessing. Because otherwise we can go into a trouble. It is not the case. So also to promote the job and social media, that exactly. The social media is a tool for promoting our job, for promoting ourselves, and earn money with that. That's exactly what people are doing, and they actually indeed indirectly or without maybe planning, without planning, people found a new way of working, a new job, a job that 15 years ago didn't exist. And that's exactly what we are doing nowadays. I think that's what I'd like to comment. And if you don't have any further comments or questions to me, Tanver, please, we can finish the call.
Yeah, absolutely. I just you went on to resonate my ideas and thoughts regarding how to use social media You talked about the precautions actually. Yeah, of course, precautions are necessary. Like I elaborated, and you just give support to my ideas. Nothing new. We have, I think, talked about everything that has to be talked about when we talk about technology and social media. I hope like the explanations, and also I feel that you were quite kind of outspoken in your opinion regarding technology and social media. Yeah, Bruno.
Very good, very good. Thank you very much, Dover. Thank you very much for doing this class. I will try to schedule a little more two class within this week. I'm gonna try to do that. And thank you very much. I see you next time.
Sure, I'll see you again in the next lesson, Bruno. And also please confirm the class. Okay.
I will
Take
do
care.
that. Thank you
Bye-bye.
very
See you.
much.
See you next
Take
time.
care. Bye bye.
Right. Thank you. Bye.